Queen of Christmas by Mary Engelbreit. Christmas was only 7 days away. As the self-appointed Queen of Christmas, Anna Estelle had a lot to do to make sure everything was exactly the way she wanted. So many wonderful things happened around Christmas, she didn't want to miss anything. But the most important thing, at least in Anna Estelle's mind, was the list. The list was very, very long piece of paper on which Anna Estelle had written every single solitary item she had ever wanted or could even imagine wanting at some later date. She had started the list right after Christmas last year. It was a little long, but she couldn't see wasting a golden gift-getting opportunity like Christmas. Christmas was only 6 days. Anna Estelle and her mother got ready to make gazillions of cookies, and as they did every year, for friends and families. It was so much fun that Anna Estelle almost forgot the list. But when she had thought, shouldn't the Queen of Christmas have her very own apron, just her size? Anna Estelle added an apron, fit for a queen, to the list. She was happy to see there's a little more room left in case she thought of anything else. Christmas was only 5 days away. It snowed and snowed. Anna Estelle and her father got out an old wooden sled that had been his when he was little. It was the best sled in the world and went down the hill just as fast as could be. But still, Anna Estelle thought it would be nice to have a brand new plastic sled. She put it on the list as soon as they got home. Christmas was only 4 days away. Anna Estelle's grandmother was coming to stay for a whole rest of Christmas vacation. Anna Estelle loved her grandmother. She couldn't wait to go ice skating with her, and as they did every year when she visited. When they got to the ice rink, her grandmother showed her how to do a figure eight. Anna Estelle thought she would do figure eights much better in a sparkling red skating outfit. She decided to squeeze a red skating outfit with sprinkles onto the list. Christmas was only 3 days away. The Queen of Christmas built a magnificent snowman with a carrot nose, black button eyes, and a warm woolen hat. It was even better than the snowman she built last year. Unfortunately, Anna Estelle had lost the mitten in the snow. Oh well, she said to herself. She just put mittens on the list. Christmas was only 2 days away. Anna Estelle's family, of course, went caroling with all the neighbors, just as they did every year. It was so much fun. The Queen wore her Christmas crown and sang the loudest of anyone. I could probably do this professionally if I had a piano to practice on, thought Anna Estelle. Piano went on the list. Christmas was just one day. Anna Estelle and her mother and father and grandmother brought boxes of familiar old ornaments up from the basement. It took all day to decorate the tree because friends kept dropping by to say Merry Christmas. Anna Estelle thought there had probably never been a Christmas Eve that was so much fun. Anna Estelle hadn't thought about the list all day. Right before her bed, her father reminded her to leave it next to Santa's milk and a plate of cookies. Anna Estelle read it over carefully. She hoped she hadn't forgotten anything because that would make Christmas not quite as wonderful as it should be. As she tapped the pencil against her lips, her father politely cleared his throat. Well, said Anna Estelle, I guess I've done all I can do to make Christmas perfect. Good night, everyone. And with that, the list was finally finished. On Christmas morning, Anna Estelle ran downstairs to see Santa had brought. Even though she didn't get everything on the list, she was surprised to find that the gifts she did get were absolutely perfect. And just as Anna Stell finished opening her presents, all of her aunts and uncles and cousins arrived. The Christmas celebration began in earnest. Anna Stella and her cousins played hide and seek and charades. They watched old Christmas movies on TV. They ate so many cookies that Anna Stella thought she would never have room for Christmas dinner, but somehow she did. Late that night, after singing carols and telling stories, everyone went home. Anna Stell's parents finally tucked her into bed. It was exactly the way I wanted it, said Anna Stell to her mother and father as she curled up under the covers, ice skating with Grandma, baking the cookies, Christmas carol, decorating the tree. What about the presents you got that were on your list? Whispered her father, who turned on light. Oh, Dad, said Ansel. It's not the presents that matter. Don't you know that? He kissed her, but the Queen of Christmas had fallen asleep without even thinking to put one thing on next year's list.